Hello and welcome to the MAC weather page for this Tuesday, November 3rd. You can see temperatures pretty warm out there in the upper 40s to low 50s across the area, with the exception of MAC's icebox over in Owego down to 40 degrees. We expect very warm conditions here, not only for today, but for the next 3 days. In fact, today we could see a record high in the Breckenridge area. The current record is 74 degrees set back in 1938, and we have highs today expected to be in the mid 70s, so we could certainly break that record. Again, we'll be in the 60s at least the next couple of days after today, maybe above 70, and if so, that'd be the first time we've hit 4 days in a row in November above 70 since at least 2008, and I still have to go back through the records prior to that. But certainly a very warm stretch of weather we're experiencing, and that shut down the sugar beet operation right now, so it's definitely all go for corn, as we expect plenty of that today, even some soybeans that we expect. A few guys that have some left will be out there running this afternoon with the windy conditions and warm temperatures and lots of sunshine. As we look at the headlines, again, with weather like this, why certainly I'll drink the Kool-Aid. And again, highs well into the 70s today, possibly breaking 70 right through Thursday. And chances of rain will increase Thursday night into Friday as a storm system with a strong cold front will move through the area. And that'll set the stage for a very chilly weekend and the start to next week with highs only in the 40s. Maybe even a few snowflakes mixed in with some of the rain showers Friday night, Saturday. So we'll certainly watch for that. But definitely a change in our weather is coming. If we look at the weather map this morning, you can see low pressure and disturbed weather across the northwest. That will be affecting us here as we get towards the end of the week, and then also some disturbed weather across the southeast states. But other than that, a large area high pressure keeping fair weather and nice conditions all the way from the southwest up to New England. If we look at the weather map for Thursday at 1 p.m., you can see low pressure will move to the northwest of us. And then the last in the series of lows will be moving up that front, and that'll tug that moisture into the Great Lakes, bringing plenty of precipitation. Again, widespread amounts of a quarter to a half inch are likely across all the Great Lakes, with heavier rains back into Wisconsin and the UP. And you can see that on the WPC's quantitative precipitation outlook over the next 5 days. That heavier rain over an inch to an inch and a half up into the UP, with solid quarter half inch amounts across the rest of the lower peninsula. And then if we look at the GFS as of 6 a.m., the model run there shows a pretty heavy swath of precipitation across the eastern UP back in Wisconsin, a little bit farther southeast, but the Canadian and the Europeans a little bit farther northwest. That's why the WPC came up with that outlook across much of the UP and Wisconsin. And you can see for the Great Lakes here, for the MAC area, a quarter to half inch, with isolated half inch or greater amounts from near Saginaw Bay back towards Lakeview. And again, though, a pretty widespread rain patterns is expected for all of the area. And then as far as the extended outlook, the 6 to 10 day outlook and the 8 to 14 day outlook continues to show warmer than normal conditions. So after this cool down here over the weekend and early next week, we warm back up. And that's as these systems dive into the southeast. They'll eventually eject to the northwest of the Great Lakes, bringing warm air back into the area, followed by precipitation and a cold front. And we'll repeat that in the 8 to 14 day outlook as well, as warm conditions across much of the eastern U.S., along with wetter conditions across the Great Lakes to the Gulf Coast and over towards the eastern part of the United States. And if you're looking for a little bit of snow, yep, we're starting to build some of that up. Is from very heavy amounts near the coastal areas of British Columbia into the mountainous regions down in the Rockies, and also for parts of Alberta, and then also for Ontario into Quebec. Quite a bit of snowfall up in those provinces as well. So certainly signs that winter will be here soon enough for most people. Thanks for stopping by and have a great day, and 73s to all.